Hi, I'm Angela Greenig, and I am one of God's superheroes, and so are you. For many of you who know me, I am all about Marvel Comics, the X-Men, and it's all about the Justice League. Around 12 years ago, God really started speaking to me, and he said, daughter, I want you to release a Justice League. I want you to let my sons and daughters know that just like in the comic books that we grew up with that talked about the superheroes, they took out the villains. He said that I would raise up a Justice League of supermen, superwomen, that were all for one and one for all, that they guarded one another's backs. Whenever one of them was in trouble, they were coming to their rescue. See, that is really what the body of Christ is all about, is that we have all these amazing gifts and talents. Like, you know, in the early 1900s, people did not believe in speaking in tongues. But then we had Azusa Street. In the later 1940s, people really weren't too sure about healing, and then came Oral Roberts. But I'm telling you, God is releasing justice, and he is taking out darkness through his superheroes. I was just at a conference in the last few days in Oceanside with Pastor Joel. He is Superman. He is a superhero of the faith. We had so much fun. And at the very end, I gave him his Justice League. I said, I want you to remember that this is what you are raising up, men and women of God that will fight for truth and justice. And even though they're a little bit different than the next guy or the next woman, look different, act different, talk different, we still all have the same theme, and that is bringing justice back into the land. And so at the very end, we had such a great time, because he said, Ange, would you mind if I brought my core in, and could you just tell me what you pick up in your spirit, if you get anything about who they are? And as soon as I started talking to each one of them, some of them started laughing, and they had tears in their eyes, because one of them really operates. He's like the Green Lantern, but he is peace and funny, but you would never know it by looking at him. I have a friend, she's a big girl, like 6'2", 6'3", tall-wise, but she's like bam in the spirit, you know. She's like, it's clobbering time. She's like the Rock, you know. And so we had such a fun time, and they said, you know, we had such a good time having you here. It was different, because you know what had happened? Because a Justice League was formed. Another Justice League was formed. And so I can honestly say this, for those of you who really know me, but I'm all about G.I. Joe, because he says knowing is half the battle. Patricia King will tell you, whenever we do the conferences, or if I come down just for a visit, you will find these all throughout the hotels. You'll find them put into the bins where we give all the money at, for the offerings and stuff. Because G.I. Joe does say no one's half the battle. When you start to understand it, like this is one of my favorite guys, because he has his hand up and he's looking through. He's looking through and he's going, listen, I see what is getting ready to see. I mean, he sees what's coming. That's what it is. He sees what's coming. And so I love, and it's fun. You know, God is so amazing. For so many of you that are out there that we're in trench warfare. Let's get real. We are in the trenches. And when you have little things like a poster about superheroes or giving somebody a G.I. Joe, it just really blesses people. And it's the little things that we do. But I will say this, God really is raising up a new Justice League in the year 2011. And I'm just happy to be a part of it. Bless you guys.